by Power Query, and the results I want to see now 2 rows instead only 1, because this is not a static result because I'm using Power Query. It's supposed to be automated process. And how can we update the information? Hi everyone, Rodrigo here once again for one more Power Query video, and today I'd like to share a video a little bit different, because instead using Power BI with Power Query, we are going to use Power Query through Excel. So how do we get Power Query in Excel? This is the video, this is the topic, and I'm gonna show you right now. Let's do it together. Guys, here as you can see, I have my Excel. First of all, I'm gonna create a small list over here, a small table, just to use Power Query to get Power Query. So the first column, the name will be name. Then I'm gonna use in the column B location, and in the column C age. Name here will be John. The location will be Vancouver. Let's say Vancouver. Okay, the age is 27. Then I'm gonna go with Mary. Mary lives in New York. All right, and the age 22. And finally I'm gonna go with Steven, which lives in Toronto, with the age of 32, right? So okay guys, from this table I'm gonna start to create some queries, some automation using Power Query. How can we do it? We just needed to select the table first, then moving up until data tab over here. If you don't have data tab, just consider to go to file, then options, then check in this part, probably advanced, if you have data available. So go here and enable and check which options you are using, and you have to use the developer model here. Okay, however this is something like standard from Excel, so probably you have this tab called data in your Excel. So if you have it, just click, then go here. This part, guys, are all that 4 parts are related to Power Query. Okay, if you click on get data, you will see here we can get data from out of Excel to use in our Excel. So if we go with file, we can play with other Excel workbook, text, XML, JSON, PDF folder. Anyway, we can go to database, also Azure, Power Platform, other sources. So there are lots of options. However, we are going to use this actual table to automate, to query with Power Query. How do? We just click on this from table and range, and once we do it, as you can see, Excel just highlighted the table and give us here the directions and exactly positions of cells and columns that we are using in this table, the table that will be updated to Power Query. Okay, from this part we just have to select and unselect over here if your table has headers. If it has headers, just use this part, just keep it selected, because then Excel will respect this first row as header in Power Query. If you unselected, this will be considered data, okay, valid data, and you will have headers like column 1, 2, 3, etc. In our case, we're gonna go with my table has headers, then click on OK, and automatically you'll be redirected to Power Query editor, and over here you can just start to create modeling your data, right? Let's say I would like to keep just Mary as my results. I'm gonna filter here Mary. Now you will see now in the right part I have this. I can go this step applied called filtered rows. I can go here and customize this, but I don't want to show you that much this part of customization, because we have a full playlist of Power Query here in our YouTube channel. So if you are looking for learning more, just go that playlist and enjoy yourself, right? And for finally, we can just go here in the name of the query and select a name. Let's say this is the customers list. I would say target customers. This is more meaningful. So target customers, perfect. And then once you finish, you can just click over here. Once, as you can see, once I rename it here, now I have the name it applied over here in the left also. I can just now click on close and load, and then you will see that Power Query creates a new sheet called target customers. Okay, we have this sheet 1. We can consider this sheet 1 as the input of Power Query. Then we have data modeling with Power Query, and then we have target customers as the result, as the output of Power Query, right? And the output, as you can see, we have only one row. Power Query received 3 and exported just 1. However, guys, this is something that is it's being automated with Power Query, which means if we add something new here, let's say a new row called Mary from now Paris, let's say Paris and 36. Also, this row called Mary, I want to be filtered by Power Query, and the results I want to see now 2 rows instead only 1, because this is not a static result, because I'm using Power Query. It's supposed to be automated process. And how can we update the information? Once we have a new rows over here, we just needed to go right in this part query and connections, and click in this symbol, refresh. Okay, then we refresh. Once we refresh, Power Query just update the information. Now in the output we have 2 rows instead of 1. Okay, and finally, if you want to go back and do more data modelings in your process, you just have to go right again and double click in the name of your query, then Excel, sorry, just redirect you to this, and you can go and change your query. Once you finish, again click in close and load, and then you will see the results. Okay, finally, once you finish, just go in file, save in your computer, save as, and as long as you open this Excel workbook and run your Power Query, you will be able to see the automation working all the time. Okay guys, see, it's very simple to get Power Query in your Excel. If you didn't know it and you think this was helpful, please consider to thumbs up, consider to be a subscriber in our YouTube channel. Okay, and if you have any comments or any doubts, just leave in the comment section down below, and it will be a pleasure to answer you as soon as possible. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next video. Bye.